Hello, everyone. It is Tracy Malone. Welcome back to my channel or my podcast. I am a narcissistic abuse coach and I specialize in divorce and estrangement. Um, but today we're going to talk about divorce and we are going to talk about something that so many of my clients struggle with and make mistakes with. They are struggling to prove their spouse is a narcissist. Male or female, they are trying to show the court, look, they're gaslighting me. Look, they're doing this. You know, they're lying, they're cheating, they're doing all these things. And what you need to know is the courts don't really care about the terms. They don't care about um, that they are hiding money unless you prove it. They don't care if they are not good with the children unless you prove it. They, if they're angry, you could say they were raging and screaming all night long. So if there's documentation of it, then it can be added into evidence. But it's not just a boom, boom, boom. Here's a video of them being angry one time. It's patterns. Narcissists do things over and over. So your goal in understanding how to take what happened, let's just use the example of on this soccer field. So it's your day, you've got the kids at soccer, they're allowed to come, there's nothing stopping them from coming. But something happens on the field, and it might even be as simple as an annoying thing that happens a lot on the side of the soccer field is it's your day, but they take your other child while you're watching the one on the soccer field, and they're like taking the kid and taking that 2 or 3 hours and not even letting the kid come back, right? So if that bothers you, you start to document it. You start to take what happened on the soccer field and you start to move it into an email, a text, a parenting app. It's that kind of documentation that is what they're looking for, right? It's not you telling them they're angry, it's showing their behaviors. And it's not just showing their behaviors, it's showing patterns. I think I've said patterns already today. I've said it a couple times to my clients, but if you have 10 examples of them not being cooperative, for example, I'll use another example of um, you want your kids to go to therapy and they keep saying no. Well, we put it in writing. We say, little Johnny was struggling in school today. The guidance counselor called me up and I'm concerned about them. I want them to go to therapy. And then they respond, nothing wrong with my kid. You're trying to do this and no, that's not going to happen. Okay. So now they've said no to therapy. And now we use it again and we go back into thing another day and we go, okay, little Johnny is, beating up his sister all the time and getting angry. And that was never like him before. We need some help. And you put it in writing again, whatever your modality is, if it's parenting app, text, email, it's not verbal. We're out of the verbal business. You are going to put everything in writing and you're going to document it that way. And then you're going to save them and you're going to organize them because it's really hard for a lawyer or a judge, GAL, PRE, to go through 5,000 pages and go, like they're following it. I created this webinar that I'm offering to you to go by. There's a link down below. It's going to tell you what the judge is looking for, how to gather it, how to pick out the most important ones, how to build patterns, how to document it, how to put it in there, how to be proactive and also save you money if you think about it. Because if you are constantly, and everybody who divorces a narcissist does, is they're constantly telling the lawyer, boom, look at this. Here's another email. Look at what they just said. Oh my goodness. Good. You're talking about a $500 problem very quickly. and nothing will get solved. But if you gather and do it and build the information that you need, and then you pass this documentation and go, here, lawyer, here's 5 patterns. And in this webinar that I'm going to have a link down below, there's more to it than just scraping that little tiny piece where they said something bad. It's much, much bigger. It's what the judge wants and the rules of evidence. I actually put that in there. The rules of evidence, at least here in the United States. So those of you out of the country, sorry, but look at your rules of evidence. But this still is how to document and how to move it forward. It's a really affordable price. So follow the link below, take a look at it. If I could change one thing about your divorce and one thing about proving that they're a narcissist, it's proving their patterns. Angry, they're this, they're non-cooperative, they're bad parenting, they make bad choices, they don't do what they're supposed to do. We build that evidence because you know what? There's going to be a lot of it. But if it's not organized, it's not going to do anybody any good. So look at the link down below, go check it out. And I hope this helped you. This is Tracy Malone. And if you are listening to this on a podcast and there is no link down below, go to my website, narcissistabusesupport.com, and look at any divorce page and you'll find it. Okay, thank you. And I'll see you again next time.